Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to Mindset Talks with Jess. I'm super happy to be back. Thank you for the feedback that you guys gave me on my last video. I really appreciate it. I'm super grateful for each and every one of you. Actually, today's topic, it wasn't really chosen by me. I did a survey and asked people, what would you like me to talk about in my next video? And the topic chosen was how to stay motivated when everything goes wrong. Um, this topic, it's really, for me, it's really personal. Like it has a special place with me because I've struggled with this like for years now. Like, how do I stay motivated? How do I stay motivated? And then I got to the conclusion that motivation is a myth. Constant motivation is a myth. Okay. It's just like that unicorn that you keep looking for it and it's not there. It's like it's on your mind. Okay. Motivation happens. Like when you watch a Tony Robbins video or anything like that, you feel motivated. Okay. Because they have that in them. They just push for you. And that's okay, but you cannot expect to be constantly motivated. Like it's just not gonna happen. Okay, it's not possible. You're not always motivated, but you can be always inspired. You can be always determined to do something. So one thing that I do when I don't feel like doing it, or I don't have the necessary motivation to do something, I do what I love doing. For instance, I love singing, okay, but I don't sing like most of the times. So and I love singing. I just love like worshiping and singing. It's just something that I really love. So I do it, and it fills me up with positive energy, like all the way, head to toe. I just feel positive. I feel like doing something. I feel like acting. So do something that really makes you feel good, like makes you energized and happy and joyful. Okay, if it's drawing, start drawing. If it's, I don't know, if you're a designer, start designing things that you would like to design like on a daily basis, and that will pump you up, like definitely pump you up. And it's something that is always within your reach. You can always do what you really like to do. Okay, so if it's dancing, some people dance in a dark room. I mean, just do it. Do something that pumps you up. By find it within yourself. It cannot be external. Find it within yourself. There is something that you really love doing, and whenever you do it, you feel happy. That's the thing that's gonna keep you inspired and give you the necessary motivation to do what you need to do. Number two, that was number one. Okay. Number two, um, list down the things that you think are going wrong. Sometimes we exaggerate, and it's normal, guys. It's normal to, when one thing goes wrong, one big and important thing in our lives goes wrong. It's normal that we fall into the trap of thinking that everything else is going wrong, and it's not. Okay, it's just one thing, but because it was so important, it just drags us along with everything, and just we just start getting into the dark tunnel, whatever. So list down the things that you feel are going wrong, and once you're writing them down, you will see that actually this is not super wrong. But what I'm saying is, when you write down the things that you believe are going wrong, divide them in: this I can solve, this there's no way I can solve, it's like out of my control. Divide them in these two groups. What can you act on right now? What can you solve right now? Then act on it. And there are things that are just out of your control, man. Why are you worrying about them if you cannot do anything about it? You can complain, and complaining only sucks the energy out of you. So when you divide them in those two groups, you will see realistically what is wrong. I want to give you a very simple example. I was in my therapy session, right? And my therapist said, oh, you cannot, she asked me, can you do something about the deaths on coronavirus? Can you do something about it? I was like, well, technically no. And it's like, okay, so does it help you when you just look at the numbers, and when you just worry about the numbers and worry about the whole thing in general. And I'm like, no, I just feel negative. I feel bad. I really feel bad because I cannot. I'm very. If you know me, you know I'm very like active, and I like to solve things and fix things. And because I cannot fix this specific situation, it really sucks energy out of me. And she was like, if you cannot solve it, do what you can solve. Like what? Do what you can solve. Do act on what you can actually solve. You can stay home. You can wash your hands. You can avoid contact. Those are the things you can actually act on. That's your participation in preventing this whole coronavirus disease. So I was like, oh yeah, actually makes sense. So that's what I'm asking you to do. If you cannot solve it, why are you worrying about it? And if you can solve it, act on the most minimalistic things. Okay. Number 3. Oh, I have a script. I'm trying to follow my script. Gratitude list. Gratitude list is, oh my word, I love gratitude list. It really saved my life. So, I think 3 or 4 years ago, I was in a really bad, I mean, my life was just like rock bottom, one of the many times. It was like rock bottom. The situation at home was really bad. There was no food at home. There was nothing. There was nothing. I was like hungry, but I got this tip, right? I don't remember who actually gave it. I think it was in church or something. And they told me, like, write a gratitude list and for 30 days and see how you feel. And I was like, you're kidding me. There's nothing to be grateful for. And he asked me back, like, you being alive is not a reason to be grateful. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And you have a mom. Your mom is alive, right? Yeah. Is that a reason to be grateful? I'm like, yeah. And like, those are the things I'm asking you to write down. The realistic things that we overlook on a daily basis, but honestly, without them, it wouldn't be possible. So in my case, I wrote down the most simplistic. I didn't have much materialistic things, but I had my life. I was grateful for my life. I was grateful for all my senses because I could still talk, I could still think, I could still walk. And imagine if you couldn't woke up tomorrow and you couldn't walk. How would you feel? So why are you not grateful for that very simple thing today? If it was taken from you, you would feel bad. You would be devastated. But you're not grateful for it right now. So I started doing this gratitude list for 30 days before I sleep. So I would do it in the evening and I would wake up just feeling different. I would wake up like, okay, hoping for the best, right? And honestly, guys, kid you not, after 30 days of doing this gratitude list, I got the job, like the job, right? And it wasn't just a job, it was a job that really changed me. And I was like, wow. And that not only that became my habit, honestly. I cannot go to sleep without doing like a gratitude track and wake up without being grateful. What does that actually helps? Whatever is happening on the outside, it doesn't shake the energy that you're carrying. So you end up carrying this positive energy that cannot be shaken because you are grateful for things that most of us don't consider. Okay, it's like your little secret with yourself. So please do this gratitude list, guys. I can actually help you if you need help because it would really change your mindset on how you view life. So those are the 3 things that I actually use to stay motivated, where I like to call it inspired when everything seems to go wrong. So first, motivation, constant motivation is a myth. What you need is inspiration. Gratitude list every night before you sleep and list down the things that you think are going wrong and divide them into groups that you can control and things that you cannot control. And guys, this was the video for today. I really hope you can take something out of it. Send me like your feedback. I really appreciate when you guys comment on things, even if it's just to start a discussion. Please do like, subscribe, do all those things that you know you're supposed to do. But most importantly, share this video with the next person because somebody might need to stay motivated in this difficult time. Thank you guys for everything. I hope you stay safe and we see each other in the next video. Bye.